Hey everyone, it's Kyla, and welcome to The Ghosts That Haunt Me. I would like to reintroduce you to a vlog that I filmed in January of 2022. It was very, very cold, I'll tell you that much. I just wanted to add this one because I really, really liked it. I did have a tiny experience in the building, and it's an abandoned house that has been abandoned for decades, and well, I go into detail into it more. It was under a different name, so I will be cutting out the old name and just adding in the ghosts that haunt me right here. So it's the ghosts that haunt me. It's just something that I filmed last year. So if it seems a little bit choppy in the very beginning, I do apologize. But yeah, it was a good experience, and it was a good little structure to go to, and I just wanted to share it again on this particular channel. So please welcome my brother and I into an abandoned house last year in the ghosts that haunt me. Proceed.
I think I've been fibbing to you because I keep saying as the weather gets colder and colder and colder, I'm going to be staying inside and doing all my segments indoors because I don't like being out in the cold. The cold and I do not get along at all. But I keep finding really cool things outside to talk about. So we're going to start the segment inside and then we're going to head outside in the snow. We won't be staying in the snow, but we're going to be outside where it's cold. But I'm very, very excited about this one. People who know me personally know that I'm a professional photographer. And one of the things that is my specialty in photography is derelict structures. So I do a lot of urban exploring. It's not for the faint of heart. It can be very dangerous sometimes, but to me that's fun. I love going into old broken down buildings. I love it. I love the peeling of the paint, and I love the rust that grows on things, and I like the black mold, which is really bad for you, but I still like the look of it. You know, these are things that I find beautiful, and I photograph them and I sell the prints. And we're going to be going into a house that I've been wanting to get into for decades. I'm not going to tell you the exact location because it is a private property, but it's an abandoned old country store. And it's an old country store that it was somebody's house. You know, they lived up above, had the store below, and it's clearly a house that was built well over a century ago. It has to be in the 1800s, late 1800s that this place was built. And I am so excited. It's like an old country general store from way back when, and I remember as a child when my parents, we would drive to my grandfather's place, which was in the country. We would sometimes, not very often, but sometimes we'd stop on this corner where this store was, and I'd go in and they'd get me like a popsicle or something. They had an ice cream stand on the side too, so sometimes I would get an ice cream. Very, very exciting. And I think the last time I was in that place, I was 8 years old. And I think I had a popsicle. But after that, it closed up. And I'd say about 35 years it has been boarded up. And I go for very long walks. And when I came upon the house, because that's somewhere along one of my routes in my walk, I was like, oh, cool. And what I do is I'll go around the property. I'll take pictures in the backyard sometimes because there's a really cool backyard area. I've even shot part of a music video in that backyard once because they got a really cool archway. And I looked around and the back door was open. And I'm like, oh. Now I make this joke that I never break and enter, I just trespass. So I will never go to a boarded up place and rip the boards off and climb inside. I will never do that. But if the door is open, I will walk inside. So I only had my phone with me. I didn't have my camera equipment. I didn't have safety equipment with me. I didn't have a flashlight. I had nothing. The only flashlight I had was on my phone. But I was like, the door's open. The back door is wide open. Somebody has pried open that door for me. So I'm like, I would be so kicking myself if I didn't go in. So I went inside. And with the flashlight that's on my phone, I was looking around what little I could, took some pictures with my phone, and thought, okay, that's going to be it. I'm not going to be able to see this again. But it was very dangerous. I was like, okay, I'm in here. I'm alone. The floor in there, the wooden part of the floor literally is like wavy, and there's holes in it. So I was like, I really don't want to go any farther. And the door's open, so being, you know, safety conscious as in for my own personal safety, I'm like, I don't know who else is in here. You know, I've said it before, I don't fear the dead, but I fear the living. And I don't know if there's somebody hiding out in here or, is, trying to vandalize the place or trying to steal what's in here. There was nothing in there that I saw anyway. So I stayed on one level that was concrete flooring, took a few pictures with my phone, didn't go very far, and was just so happy. But I wanted to go back. I wanted to go back with my professional camera equipment, with steel-toed shoes, and my first aid kit and safety equipment and all that kind of stuff, and look around better with somebody with me. And today's going to be that day. My brother has agreed to come with me. So the same one that went with me at the Screaming Tunnel, my brother Braden. And we're going to wander around in there, and we're going to take pictures. And maybe there will be a ghost. Because when I did go in there the first time, I could feel an energy. Now, I don't know if that was just my excitement of being in there, or if I could feel residual energy of someone that was once there, maybe a shopkeeper or something from way back when, because like I said, this house was built in the 1800s. There's no question just on the style of the house. I did try to look it up online. I can't find anything about that house except that the real estate agents say it's not for sale. So that's the only thing on the entire place that I could find. I couldn't find any history on the building, couldn't find any history on the area. So the most I can tell you is that it's a rural area, and this was a country store, and that it's very, very old. And I am so excited to be going there. So I'm going to bring you along with me. Who knows? Maybe we'll be jam-packed full of ghosts, and we'll be able to have conversations with shopkeepers from way back when. Who knows? I don't know, but I'm very excited. I do find when I do things like this, I lose interest in the ghosts and just want to take pictures. So I'm not sure if that's going to happen. But you don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if maybe nothing, maybe everything. Who knows? But I'm going there to take pictures. I've got my brother with me. I feel very safe. And I'm very, very excited. So I'm very excited to be bringing you along with me on this journey. So I'm going to finish my mocha and then we're going to get going. So I'm so excited.
Okay. I'm inside the house with my brother who's hiding in the back there. And we're going to do a little urban exploring. I was here the other day, but I was completely alone, and the only light that I had was the light that's on this phone, and you can't take pictures and have the light on at the same time. So we've come back. Just going to do a quick run through. The reason why I'm doing this for the paranormal thing is because I feel something in here. Now, I don't know if it's just the energy of things that once were or what, but when I came in here, especially not so much in this area here where the ground is solid and it's obviously a little bit newer because it's an addition, but in the back, this used to be a variety store, like a country store, and I remember being in it as a small child, and then they closed it up, and for 30 some odd years this door has been sealed. So it's been open. Somebody pried it open, so we're gonna do a little urban exploring. I'm coming here more to take pictures because this is the kind of stuff that I like to take pictures of. But like I said, I felt an energy, so we're gonna see if we come across anything. Don't think we will, but I figured what the heck, might as well try. Ooh, my hair's all over the place. And we're gonna have some fun. So all right, I'm in one of the rooms. Actually, we picked a good day to come because although it's freezing cold, it is very bright and sunny. So what little, like the windows are boarded up. If you can see behind me over here, there's a boarded up window, but there is light coming through somewhat. We do have our flashlights. And again, this is not, it's a dangerous thing. Like here's black mold all along here. And I mean, you can smell it. You can smell the musty dampness of the air. And we've made it upstairs. There's nothing in the rooms, but the construction of the place is beautiful. Like it's such a pity that this is probably going to be torn down. There's nothing you can do with it anymore. It's too derelict. So for a derelict photographer like me, that likes taking pictures of derelict structures, it's great. And let me tell you, as soon as we hit the upstairs part, I can feel whatever I was feeling downstairs when I was by myself. So it wasn't just a fear that I'm by myself, because I've got somebody with me this time. And I can certainly feel the energy. Oh, there's broken glass all over the floor too and everything. But there's an energy of something that once was, and it's here. I don't know if it's probably just residual energy. But yeah, this place is gorgeous, and I'm so sorry that it's dying. Like I said, it was boarded up for about 30 years. So I have to admit, when I saw that the door was open, I took an opportunity and walked through the door. So we're gonna keep going, and maybe
maybe see some residual energy.
I don't know if you can
That would
tell,
be
but
cool.
just to give a good example of how dangerous this is. This floor that my brother and I just walked through, actually, so it is very, very spongy and wavy. So basically, it's like one of those moving floors that you go to at a carnival. It's very, very dangerous. So if you decide to go urban exploring, my suggestion would be to be ultimately so cautious, and probably take steel-toed boots, and have your cell phone, and make sure that you have emergency contacts with you, and never go alone. Never go alone, because what if you fall through the floor, you know? Or what if there's somebody else in here? Never, ever go by yourself. I am still inside the house, and yes, I just saw something. It was, I kind of climbed over some crazy ass funhouse flooring that was wooden in the other part of the room. On pretty solid ground right now. This floor is concrete, so I'm feeling a lot better about walking around in here. And my brother was behind me. I was going this way into this room here, which I don't know how much you can see because it's very dark in here. But, oh, here we go. Yeah, it's a nice, it's big. This place is gorgeous. It's a big, open, empty room, and I love it, but it's very cold. But walked into the room, and my peripheral vision right here. I was like, came around the corner, entered this room. There was a human being standing right beside me, right here. And it startled me because, again, with urban exploring, the other dangerous thing is if the place is open, you don't know who else is in here, whether it be animal or human. I'm not so much afraid of the ghost, and I'm not so much afraid of the animals, but I am very afraid of the humans that might be hiding out in here. So that's the first thing I thought was, oh my God, oh, there's a person in here. And I turned around and there was nobody there. So I did see something. As per usual, my brother, saw nothing. He was behind me. So he thinks I'm nuts. He thinks I'm crazy. But I did see someone. Person about a little bit taller than me. And I believe it was female, maybe about this tall. And I believe it was a female. But I didn't see any features, just that it was a human form. And I thought it was a person wearing a coat. So who knows? Who knows? That would be interesting, and I wish I knew more history about this house. So, over this section of the place, behind me over here, you can see it from the outside. These windows over here, this used to be an ice cream place. They used to come over here and they would sell ice cream in this little section here, and then they would hand it out through these windows. So I remember this spot. I remember getting ice cream from over on that side. My parents would drive me over to my grandfather's house, and we would stop here sometimes and have ice cream. Not very often, but yeah. So that's my trip down memory lane, is the ice cream stand in this store.
We're now in the crawl space, or as I call it,
a room. I'm so short, I'm standing straight up. My brother's all hunched over. But yeah, I'm fine. I'm walking through this just fine. So yeah, we're in a little crawl space. Yeah, this place has got to be over a century old, but it has been adapted. There's some pumps and oil things, and new it's not breakers. Thank you. I was like, not a fuse box anymore. I don't know what they're called now, but yeah, breaker box. And yeah, we're almost done. So oh, maybe it was just a cobweb. I thought Braden got attacked by something, but attacked by a cobweb.
Oh, there's a dead spider right there.
Oh, and a dead spider. He got attacked by a dead spider. The ghost of the spider. See, and he doesn't believe in ghosts. Ghosts attack him all the time. Well, I'm on the outside of the house now. I keep calling it a house, but originally, in my time, it was a country store. So, country store / house. I'm sure people lived there because the rooms upstairs look like they were lived in. But the one thing we did notice that we thought was very, very unusual, no bathtub, no shower, no, not even like an outlet for it or anything, like no pipes leading to what could have been what was once a shower. There were toilets, there were sinks, but no bathtubs or showers. So that's a bit weird, but yeah, I'm very excited. I haven't been in there since I was a child, so I wanted to go in there again. Did not want to go entirely by myself. The first time I came here and saw the door that was open, I walked in by myself and just took a few steps, felt the energy. Wasn't sure if I was feeling fear because of what might be, or like human or dangers with the floors and things like that, or if I was actually feeling residual energy of people who maybe lived here at one time. But today I saw someone. So again, my brother saw nothing. He is still a skeptic. I am still a believer because I went in there and I saw a human being standing beside me that wasn't there. So she was in my peripheral vision. She was over here. It was a human form. She was wearing a coat, not like this. It was like a longer coat, like a longer black coat, but she was wearing a coat. And I sensed it was female, and kind of just the image, the shape of the body was female. So I did see someone inside there. So I do believe there's a lot of residual energy going on in here. Being an old building, I can understand that. Being a very old area in town, I understand that too. So that's it. This is what I do. This is fun for me, is going to abandoned places, derelict structures, and taking photographs. I've taken many photographs, and I've had a lot of fun. And we try to do it as quickly as possible because we don't want to hang out too long in a dangerous place. So it was fun. I had fun. I saw a ghost. I'm a happy girl now. I'm going to go home smiling. And just remember, because you can't sense it with your 5 senses doesn't mean it's not there. I will see you soon.